Hi everyone, how's everyone doing? So in this Monday motivation, what I want to talk about is learning to detach yourself from some things. So we're human beings, we're not robots, so we are going to get attached. We're going to get attached to memories. We're going to attach ourselves to people. We're going to feel attached to things, that have sentimental value to us. So it's not about saying that you are just going to operate from a basis of never getting attached to anything, never letting anyone come into your life or anything like that. But I think there can be, there is an argument to put forward about this idea of learning to sometimes not get attached to things. In fact, learning to detach yourself from something. Now, the reason for that, and one of the benefits of doing that, means that when a person or a object or a situation is no longer present, it means that it has less likely to have power over you and to cause you to feel distressed. So I know there's this thing called object relations theory, which is something which we talk about in counselling. There's also this idea of when we give a child, a particular teddy bear, or we give a child a blanket. I know that my nieces had objects which they had to have. Now the issue with that is that initially that is done in a good way. So you're giving the child like a little blanket or a little object, and you're saying to them that it has meaning for them and it gives them comfort. The problem with that is when that blanket or that object is no longer there, or when it is in a particular state that the child can't then doesn't like, it all hell breaks loose. Because I remember when my niece, she had like a blanket that she used to carry everywhere with her, and I remember she left it at someone's house and I dropped her home and she just could not settle. I can't remember if I either had to go back and fetch it or the person had to bring it back but she could not comfort herself without that blanket. Now to me, I don't think that's a good thing, because as I've said, what if your child is on holiday when the blanket is left at home and they can't settle? And it's the same as with people who get attached to people. When that person leaves your life, whether they leave the relationship or whether they're no longer here because they pass away, if your attachment levels are so strong to a person or to a thing that you're not able then to, heal, to process the loss of that person or that thing, then it can be detrimental to you. So one of the main reasons of learning sometimes to be detached, and it doesn't mean that you are a detached person, you don't care, you have no feelings, you have no heart. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about this idea of just recognizing where you are in your life, where things are. Things come into your life, understanding endings, being comfortable with endings, recognizing that, you can have a really deep and meaningful relationship with a person, but when they leave your life, your life can still be whole. And the same as with an object, you can have sentimental value and feeling towards any object, but it doesn't mean that that object, when it's not there, is going to impact on you in a detrimental way. There's nothing in my life object-wise that if it wasn't here, that I would I've lost my phone. Oh, I can't function without my laptop. Oh, this thing has gone, or this thing has gone. The biggest thing for me would be, even with pictures or photos, I've still got the memories. I don't need, the photos are nice to have. The clothes are nice. Everything objects-wise, there's no objects that I have any sentimental value to the point that it would destroy me if I lost it. Nothing. I can't think of one thing. People, obviously, if you lose a person, you're not, you'd be like crazy if you didn't have some sort of feeling and deep attachment towards that person. But I'm also quite realistic about the fact that I interact with people on a daily basis, and I try to say to myself that all the interactions I have with that person who's precious to me are important now, while they're alive, while they're here, while they're in my life. Similar to the video I did about relationships are a series of moments. That's all you have in a relationship, is each time you interact with that person, it's another moment building towards a positive relationship. So let me know what you guys think. So it is literally just a bit of motivation every week, talking about different things. And I hope you found this video useful. If you have, feel free to leave your comments. Thanks for watching. Bye.